YouTubers, and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter the Master of Puppets. Today, doing a little bit of a vertical tasting. Haven't done one of these bad boys in a while, but I'm going to be doing one today with some Norwegian beer. Again, from Nøisom, given to me from my buddy Bo. So thanks out to Bo for the beers. This is technically the same beer. It's two different versions of the same beer, I guess, of the Nøisom craft beer Cascadian, aka American Pale Ale. The only difference on them is that one is stronger than the other. This one's 5.7, this is 4.7. Now the difference is that this one is sold in supermarkets, whilst this one is made for pubs and Vinmonopolet in Norway. 5.7, 4.7 basically says that it's made with aromatic American hops on both labels and that they easily drinkable and all that kind of stuff. The color on it, it's like hazy orange. This, however, the 4.7 version, seems a little darker, but I think that might be because they use some caramel malt in there, or a little more caramel malt, and maybe it might be also because this might have had a little more yeast on the bottom of the bottle, but yeah, I don't know. So, well, let's start with the lowest ABV version of it, and check out the aroma on it. Yeah, you get that typical kind of American Cascade aroma, citrusy, grapefruity, a little bit of sweet citrus fruit, some piney notes as well. Grassy, and then also a little bit of sweetness. So that smells like classic American Pale Ale. So yeah, let's check out the 5.7 version. That smells a little bit old compared to this one. I'm actually getting a little touch of like diacetyl on this one. You know, that buttery popcorn, or leppalaua, as we say in Denmark. It reminds us of that, but it's a candy. And the hops aren't as pronounced. It's got a little bit of that tea leafy aroma almost, and also some caramel notes and stuff like that. Let's give what I think, or at least smells the freshest, a taste. Cheers. Yeah, classic American Pale Ale. Cascade flavor right up there, you know, that's traditional citrusy, grapefruity flavor. It does have a little kick of sweet citrus fruit and grapefruit, aftertaste of some pine, just a touch of sweet maltiness, super refreshing and super drinkable. This is actually quite nice. I just had a sip of water, so time to check out the 5.7 edition. That doesn't taste like American Pale Ale on the flavor at all, really. I'm getting a lot of diacetyl, actually. Wow, that's different. If that's supposed to be similar beers, what? Or the same beer, just this is higher ABV. Tons of diacetyl. It feels like an English ESB or something like that, actually, or English Pale Ale. There's not as much hop flavor. I'm getting a decent amount of diacetyl. It's not tasting bad, but a lot of it. Really, this reminds me of ESB or English Pale Ale, whilst this is definitely like American style, which is so weird if they're like similar recipes. There is a slight citric character on there, and almost a peppery, spicy, hoppy flavor, but it's like gone like this. You got a little bit of that tea leaf, and then tons of diacetyl. Diacetyl, if you don't know what it is a flavor in beer you sometimes might taste that tastes a little bit buttery, or like artificial butter. It's actually what you use to create artificial buttery flavors and like candy and stuff like that. And it's a natural byproduct of fermentation. And usually you can get rid of it easily in your beer just by leaving your beer in your fermenter for a couple extra days and then let the yeast finish its job. But I think this might have been pulled out from the fermenter too fast, or maybe the yeast in the bottom of the bottle just worked its magic. So it might actually be yeast that's doing that color thing. So yeah, definitely prefer this one. If you see these two, well, new batches of this hopefully don't have diacetyl, but this batch does, which is batch 8. But I'd say I definitely prefer this one. This one reminds me of something along the lines of the Birdie Num Num they did. Really nice, refreshing, not amazing American Pale Ale, but really nice, refreshing, great for spring weather. Now, rating-wise, I'm thinking 80. I mean, it's kind of like got the same kind of clean, nice flavors as the Birdie Num Num, but this one just has more flavor that lingers. Now the 5.7 might be a little bit older, I don't know, but it just has too much diacetyl. way too much. I mean, if it was a ESB or something, it'd be fine because you get some more estery characters and all, but because it's a very hoppy beer, I feel like diacetyl dominates mostly. So I'm gonna go 65 on this one. I mean, it's not a bad beer, I can definitely drink it. I mean, diacetyl usually doesn't make a beer undrinkable unless it's insanely high. It's not insanely high, but there's definitely a good kick of it in there. So 65 is above average, but nothing more. I'm kind of disappointed in that compared to this, and I actually thought this might be more intense because it was 5.7 for the Vinman Brewery, but it's not. But I don't know really the age of it. I know this is batch 8, so well, definitely let me know if you've had a fresher batch of this, or older that had a fresher, more intense flavor. And which one do you prefer the two? I definitely prefer the 4.7 version. So thanks a lot to both for the beers, guys. Right now, I'm gonna say check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter. I'm gonna say cheers, and see you guys in the beer.